Ever wonder how one single city could be the heart of three of the world's biggest religions? Let's journey back in time to explore the incredible, complex story of Jerusalem. Our story begins over 3,000 years ago. A powerful leader, King David, conquered this city and made it the capital of his kingdom. His son, the wise King Solomon, built a magnificent temple here, a place that became the very center of Jewish life and worship. For centuries, it stood as a symbol of their faith. But history is rarely that simple. A mighty king from Babylon swept in, destroyed the temple, and exiled the Jewish people. This was a devastating blow, but their connection to Jerusalem remained unbroken. Fast forward a few centuries. In 63 years before the birth of Christ, the Roman Empire took control. It's during this time that a man named Jesus walked the streets of Jerusalem, teaching his followers. It was here, on a hill just outside the city walls, that he was crucified. And it was here, Christians believe, that he rose from the dead 3 days later. This event transformed Jerusalem into a sacred site for Christianity, a destination for pilgrims from all over the world. But the city's turmoil was far from over. In the year 70, the Romans destroyed the Second Temple, leaving only a single retaining wall standing, the Western Wall, a place where Jewish people still come to pray today, connecting with thousands of years of their history. Then, in the year 638, a new chapter began. The Muslim Caliph Umar entered Jerusalem, not as a destroyer, but as a ruler who respected its holiness. For Muslims, Jerusalem is the third holiest city. They believe their prophet, Muhammad, ascended to heaven from this very spot. To honor this miraculous event, they built two of the most iconic structures in the world: the stunning Dome of the Rock with its golden dome, and the revered Al-Aqsa Mosque. For the next 450 years, Jerusalem flourished under Muslim rule. The peace was shattered in 1099 when Christian crusaders from Europe stormed the city in a bloody conquest. The city changed hands again less than a century later, in 1187, when the legendary Muslim warrior Saladin recaptured it. Unlike the Crusaders, Saladin was known for his mercy. He allowed Christians and Jews to remain in the city and practice their faiths freely, a remarkable act of tolerance for his time. From 1517 to 1917, for a long span of 400 years, Jerusalem was part of the Ottoman Turkish Empire. This was a relatively peaceful era. A Turkish sultan even rebuilt the impressive walls that still encircle the old city today, the very same walls you can walk along. People of all three faiths, Jews, Christians, and Muslims, lived side by side within these ancient stones. The 20th century brought more change. After World War I, the British took control. Then, in 1948, the State of Israel was created, and Jerusalem was divided. A war in 1967 resulted in Israel taking control of the entire city. Today, Israel claims Jerusalem as its capital, a claim that is disputed by Palestinians who also see it as their own future capital. So, what is Jerusalem today? It's a city where you can hear the Muslim call to prayer, the peal of church bells, and the sound of Jewish prayers at the Western Wall, all at the same time. It's a living museum, a city of deep faith, and a place of ongoing conflict. It is a powerful reminder that religion can be a source of both profound unity and deep division. One city, three faiths, and countless stories etched into every stone. Thanks for joining me on this journey through history. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the places that have shaped our world.